Let's get started with luck manipulation. A power that can come from the divine or one's own self. Users of this natural but also completely unnatural power are gifted with an automatic and continuous or selective and random supply of good luck. Now we all know what luck is, or at least the concept of luck, even if we haven't experienced it firsthand, you poor souls. But there might be someone who doesn't, so luck is the phenomenon and belief that defines the experience of improbable positive and or negative events. I think that was pretty simple. But in Shay, most users have no control over this power, as most positive things that happen randomly and pretty much unexpectedly are pretty much considered lucky, because it usually happens to them despite any predestined fate or logical reasoning. So in turn, nothing bad will happen, or if it does, this power will sort it out no matter how impossible the situation is or how high the odds are stacked against them. This allows the user to always be in complete control or complete carefreeness of whatever situation they tend to be in. And as such, they're free to do as they want or please without consequences, which allows them to basically be untouched and ineffective to the laws of causality. This normally causes all the aspects of the user's life to improve drastically, whether it be work, social, romantic, personal, financial, school, travel, economic, and basically life as a whole. Everything, no matter what it is, would become easier, happier, and pretty much would cause the user to excel as a whole. But then again, that's just the positive spin of this power. You wait for it, guys. But you know what else is positive, or will at least provide good luck? The pounds of info I collected for this power. And yes, I did get lucky that this video didn't take that long to put together. Really, it didn't. But the real question is,
do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
That's right, no need to fear black cats or having bad mojo, because all you have to do is hit that like and subscribe button. But if you have your own sense of internal natural luck, then share some with me. But before you share some with me, at least hit that share button in order to share that fortune with me. Yeah, others too, but mostly with me. But if you're ready to dodge a series of unfortunate events with your boy, then come on, let's dive on in. Now, you guys know this already, but the concept of luck or just simply chance is one that has walked alongside every single thing that has existed in the universe. Luck, or circumstance as some would call it, is the cause of most things in the universe, ranging from planets floating around a stable star to the right molecules binding to the right chemicals, creating elements which would then help support life, and so on and so on. But luck has also been portrayed in myth and legends in innumerate ways. First off, there are an endless list of luck or fortune-based deities. And in a lot of cases, most if not all of them have survived the collapse of their respective pantheons for years after their mythology fell out of memory. Ranging from the 7 lucky gods of Japan to Fortuna, the Roman personification of luck, prosperity, and fortune, the concept of it is so important in mythology that it has branched off onto an esoteric way of looking at the world, because we even associate ordinary items such as horseshoes, 4-leaf clovers, or rabbit feet, to name a few of them in particular, with supernatural capabilities that can ward off danger or misfortune, not to mention superstitions that warn against walking under a ladder or crossing in front of or behind a black cat, whatever one it is. So with all that being said, let's get the basic stuff out the way. Yes, luck can be classified as good or bad. Yes, luck more often than not is the result of unnoticeable and uncontrollable things like circumstance or chance. And yes, when we refer to the concept of something being lucky or unlucky, it's usually applied to a sentient being, something that can actually notice its maybe baby effects. Which is why in most cultures, when a group talks about luck, they usually do things that they think will increase their view of good luck, and tend to stay away from things that will increase whatever could be perceived as giving or having bad luck. But if we were to be honest, luck itself really isn't a superpower. In the simplest of terms, it's really just common sense. Legends and mythology give it its esoteric flair, but when you really think about it, anyone who's at the right place at the right time is pretty much deemed lucky. And all you have to do in most cases is just be observant or aware of your surroundings, because more often than not, that's what determines how fortunate an individual will be. But there is a way to classify luck as we understand it. Well, at least 3 ways that I can see. The first is constitutional luck. That is luck with factors that cannot be changed, like place of birth and genetic constitution. Circumstantial luck, those are ones with factors that are haphazardly brought on. Accidents and phenomenons are typical examples of that. Ignorant luck is, luck with factors that one has no idea about. And these examples can be identified only in hindsight, as nothing can predict the possibility of them happening. The East believes in this so much that they have an entire practice, or art as they like to call things, called feng shui in some parts of the world, and a karma-like system in others, where luck or fortune is dependent on how much good you have done or is attached to your essence, your spirit or whatever. So symbolically speaking, luck, at least to me, really represents common sense, because ironically, just believing the concept of luck existing supports the idea that the belief of luck acts like a placebo effect, which produces positive thinking and improves people's responses to certain events. So when someone tells you not to walk under a ladder or a piano, it makes logical sense that walking under something that's bearing a substantial weight of another being or object probably isn't a good idea. Or when they say to whistle or blow air out of your mouth when you turn your head to the left or right before you cross a road or some kind of railroad track will in turn grant you good luck. Thinking about that a little bit, looking both ways before you cross anything is pretty much a good idea. Essentially, through the lens of luck, we look for things that might not be there to begin with in order to get a positive result. But that doesn't mean that the positive result we achieve shouldn't be ignored. But getting back into this concept as a superpower, when it is shown to us in its many incarnations, it spans a very wide spectrum, ranging from things like basic luck-filled objects, enhanced senses that relay information, ethereal presences that protect you by force, all the way to feng shui or some type of karma system-like ability where you have to be in the right place at the right time or have to have more positive points than negative points in order to benefit from your luck-based power. With the upper tier of luck manipulation users being able to mess with probability or interfering with destiny or fate in some cases. Usually though, in most forms of storytelling and mediums that exist in fiction, a pretty weak explanation is given for this power, which attributes it to some type of supernatural force that permeates the universe and favors some people over others, aka plot armor. In some cases, some people are just born lucky, in other cases, they get lucky throughout life. And while this isn't very common, sometimes the character that has this power doesn't like their luck because it makes things boring or it alienates their friends. Or even worse, it takes luck from others and grants it to yourself, which then grants the person you took it from bad luck. So that would definitely not make someone like you. But regardless what it is, the extent of this type of luck can vary greatly. Sometimes the individual has to be careful when taking advantage of it, or it can run out at the wrong time. Other times, it's on all the time and can get a little ridiculous, and that's why they end up not liking their lives because of that. So no matter how you portray this power will always run into a plot device territory because that's pretty much what luck is. Stereotypically, a user of this power, if they're from the West, will usually have themes that include Irish culture, horseshoes, four-leaf clovers, the number 7, rabbits, Legomorphs, or even ladybugs, while the East will have themes including the number 8, the swastika symbol, this has a different connotation than when the Nazis co-opted it, bamboo plants, feng shui, and astrology. They'll normally be portrayed as carefree, never taking anything too serious because things have always worked out for them. They might also be portrayed with an unnatural confidence or charisma because that's a side effect of having such a disposition. Things just work out for you so you're more confident than other people. But there are examples of those that are unaware of their luck-based superpowers, and as such, they'll most certainly have a self-esteem issue and doubt the validity of their powers. Things will still work out for them, but they'll see this as negative because others are more superior to them in other ways. So speaking in terms of, colors associated with this power, there really aren't any. I guess you could say green because of the four-leaf clover, but you could choose whatever color you want relating to the themes I associated with luck earlier. Now, I want to warn you guys that the examples on this list are going to be very subjective, just like the actual concept of luck. So I had to find examples that fit into what I'm actually trying to detail to you guys. So with that out of the way, with the ability to manipulate luck comes the natural ability to possess an unnaturally high guessing rate, allowing them to have a higher chance at picking the correct answer or option than most other people via enhanced guessing. The user can detect the most useful actions to gain what they seek or want, such as sensing the right time to strike in combat or the right moment to take advantage of something, with opportunity sense. Well, with the natural flow of luck being on your side, it would make sense that it would allow you to defy all forms of danger, no matter how deadly, dangerous, risky, or difficult, with danger defiance. Okay, now let's think about all that good mojo you have going for you, right? If you were watching yourself on TV, you would think all that good fortune seems irrational. And with the application of logic, defiance, your luck-based powers pretty much are. So let's just go ahead and add that. The next step from benefiting from luck-based effects is actually creating your own source of good fortune separate from outside sources via luck generation. Or, since you're creating your own source of luck now, why not enhance the good juju found in an object that already has its own and increase its lucky effects further with luck augmentation? But what if you just want to place your luck-based abilities onto others and let them know the misery of unending luck? Well, with luck bestowal, you can pretty much do that. Or you could do the opposite and take in outside sources of luck, stripping it from others with luck absorption. And not to get anal here, but if you take in something, you are depriving others of the very same thing you just took, which would eliminate it in others. So let's just go ahead and add luck negation to that as well. And long story short, an absence of luck leaves a void that can be filled with bad luck. And if you're only being affected by bad luck, then you, unfortunately, get it, unfortunately, are under the effect of jinxing. Higher tier users can control and manipulate the actual energy that luck produces and use that in any way they can imagine with luck energy manipulation. And if you want to add esoteric energies or concepts to your luck-based powers, then you would be a user of luck magic. If you take your luck and infuse it into your physical form, it will give you a personal field of good luck that can't be turned off and only benefits the user, and maybe those that are very, very, very close to you, via luck mode. Now, the previous power brings us to a good point where we can classify the benefits of a luck-based mode. Having golden luck means that the user has a supernatural affinity to collecting and acquiring wealth. Intuitive luck allows the user to possess fortune that is applicable to proficiency situations. Simply put, this is normally seen when trying to bridge the gap between those with skill and experience and those that are more on the creative and instinctual side of things. So you'll be able to outdo someone who's way more proficient and has more experience in a particular field than you do, because you're just lucky like that. Also known as beginner's luck. Social luck grants the user unnatural charisma, being able to have amazing skills at making friends and allies and pretty much inspiring loyalty. Combative luck gives the user, well, luck that is applicable to combative situations, meaning that someone in a fight is always fortunate and will basically always win. And to wrap this section up, last but not least, survival luck grants a user of this power the capability to know how to survive anything with ease and then make it happen. Meanwhile, the best of the best, those that have mastered this ability or possess a level of power that can be called master level, can infuse luck and good mojo into whatever combative capabilities the user possesses in perhaps the most frustrating fight of their opponent's life via psychokinetic combat. And since everything is popping up daisies for you no matter what you do and you can't seem to lose, it would make sense that you can call yourself unique among the commoners of superpowers and dub yourself Destiny Chosen. As in most cases, the circumstance that the user is given powers relates to their role in the fulfillment of some kind of particular goal or story entity or something like that. AKA, you're basically the chosen one. So since you can recognize the awesomeness that is your life and destiny itself bends before you, it would make sense that you would have complete control over the events that transpire, allowing you to change outcomes to fit your personal perspective or personal preferences with probability or certainty manipulation. They're both kind of the same thing. And last, but certainly not least with this awesome power, At maximum overdrive, you can look gods and cosmic beings in the face and laugh, as there's nothing they can do to keep you within the reins of causality. Because with fate denial or fate immunity, you are the author of your own story, and nothing or no one can do anything to change that. So have fun. And there you have it. Luck manipulation in a nutshell. An ability that can give any user 9 lives and, well, beyond that. But this ability does have its fair share of weaknesses. For one, continuously pressing the user's luck may cause it to run out, so that won't be fun. You might not also be able to control it, or a jinx themselves may be able to lessen or remove your luck. Your luck also might depend on the laws of positive and negative outcomes, meaning it may benefit the user but could also backfire on others or yourselves at a later point in time. Shoot, your luck could straight up be karma based and it can only activate in certain situations. Or they might have some weird condition, like one of the stuff I stated earlier. And lastly, the user might not even recognize how lucky they are, thinking that it's normal for everyone to be so lucky, when in turn they really aren't, it's just you. But you can't see that because you're blinded to your luck. And now, with all that out of the way, it's time to place this ability on the scale. Luck manipulation is it's just a lucky ability. I can't say any more than that. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, the Shey scaling system gives this power a super lucky 10. A 10, huh? Ain't that lucky?